Okay. Now we will talk about the uncertainty in measurement. See, in chemistry and physics, particularly, many of the time, we have to talk about the quantification of the results. Like we have to quantify the results. So, like suppose if it is a concentration of the solution, we cannot always say that, okay, it is moderately concentrated or less concentrated or strongly concentrated. We have to say how much is the concentration, whether it is 5 molar or 10 molar, 0.2 molar. So same way, the weight also, like mass also, we have to say whether it is 5 gram or 10 gram or 1 kilogram. So in those smaller calculations it is okay, but when in chemistry or even in physics, okay, like sometimes the digits of very extreme bigger digits will come. For instance, Avogadro's number. So the best example is Avogadro's number. Okay, it is, we always write 6.022 into 10 raised to 23, right? When we are writing in this way, we don't know the how bigger digit it is. Okay, let's write it. Okay, if you are writing in an elongator way, 6022 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. Okay, so you can see how such big number this one is. Okay, sometimes in chemistry we have to deal with the digits of very extremely smaller digits. See, for instance, the mass of one hydrogen atom. So if you are writing it, it is 0.1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23. Okay, so this much gram is the mass of one hydrogen atom. So it will look funny, but when doing the calculations involving these digits, okay, if you do simple multiplication also, okay, if you are into 23 or something, okay, or like 500 and something, then it will be, it is really difficult to do the calculations, right? Okay, so in that situation, first thing is we have to write it in notational form. So how many zeros are there? Actually it is 20 zeros. If we take 3 more position, we can write it in 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Same way, it is okay. Here also we can write it is 1 divided by 10, it is 0.1, right? Okay, 1 divided by 100, it is 0.01. Okay, or else 1 divided by 1000, it is 0.001, right? Okay, so same way, if you are going to write this particular digit, okay, we can write it as 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. Okay, so this one we can also write it as 10 raised to minus 1 or 10 raised to minus 2 or 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, so okay, this is the way we have to write this digits in the notational form. Okay, or else if we are writing 2000, okay, it is also equal to 2 into 10 raised to 3. Okay, so because 10 we can write it as 10 raised to 1, 100 it is 10 raised to 2, or 1000 10 raised to 3, right? Okay, so and again if it is 5000, it is, of course, we can write it as 5 into 10 raised to 3, isn't it? Okay, let's see how the multiplication or division of these digits, how we will do. See, multiplication when we are doing, actually, okay, let's see how the multiplication can be done. So, see, you take 2 into 10 raised to 3 into 3 into 10 raised to 4, okay. So, first thing is, you have to multiply 2 into 3 into 10 raised to 4 into 10 raised to 3. Okay. So, we can write it as 6 into 2 into 3, it is 6, right? And 10 raised to 4 into 10 raised to 3, it is 4 plus 3. So, it is 10 raised to 7. Okay. So, this way we can do the multiplication. And let's see if I give one more example. Okay. Let it be, okay, see, 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 7. Okay, 1.5 into 10 raised to 7 into 3 into, or let it be 2 into 10 raised to 5. Okay, how much it will come? Okay, 1.5 into 2 into 10 raised to 7 into 10 raised to 5. Okay, so it is 1.5 into 2, it is 3 into 10 raised to 7 plus 5, it is 10, 11, 12, right? Okay, so this is the way multiplication we will be doing. Okay, let's see how the division we will do. Okay, see, again you take 15 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 3 into 10 raised to 4. Okay, see, the thing is, same, we can do 15 divided by 3 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 10 raised to 4. So 10 raised to 4, if you take it into the numerator, it will come as 10 raised to minus 4. Okay, so okay, it is 15 divided by 3, it is 5 into 10 raised to minus 1. So we can write it as 0.5, right? So this is it about division. Okay, and the same way, how we will do the addition and subtraction. Okay, so let's take some of the digits. Okay, so 2 into I am saying about the addition, 10 raised to 5 plus 3 into 10 raised to 4. Okay, see, the thing is, here the the power times it is different, right? Okay, the first task is to make it the same, so I will do here. Okay, so I can, the difference between 4 and 5, it is 1, right? So that means, if I multiply it with the 10, here it will become 10 raised to 5. Okay, let's see how we will do. 3 into 10 raised to 4 into 10 divided by 10. Okay, 10 I will multiply here, so it will changes into 10 raised to 5. This particular 10, okay, I will divide with 3, so it will changes into 0.3. See, why I am multiplying with 10 divided by 10? Okay, 10 divided by 10, it is 1, so it won't change the overall value, right? So it will become 0.3 into 10 raised to 5. Okay, so the same thing I will do here. 2 into 10 raised to 5 plus 0.3 into 10 raised to 5. Okay, 10 raised to 5 I can take a common factor. 2 plus 0.3 into 10 raised to 5. So it is a 2.3 into 10 raised to 5. Okay, so this is the way addition we will be doing. Same way, when we are doing subtraction also, we have to change this sign. We have to change both of the power times the same. Okay, we have to make both of the power times the same. See, let's see how we will do the subtraction. Okay, so it is 5 into 10 raised to 4 minus 3 into 10 raised to 3. Okay, so of course I will do here, I will change the power here. So it is same way, 5 into 10 raised to 4 minus 0.3 into 10 raised to 4. Okay, so it is it will changes into 5 minus 0.3. 10 raised to 4, you can take it as a common factor. So it is a 4.7 into 10 raised to 4 value it will come, right? So this is it about the addition and addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of the terms involving bigger quantities. Okay, so now we will go into the dimensional analysis. See, what is a dimensional analysis? It is nothing but so most of the time, like many times in chemistry, or even in physics, we have to convert one unit to another, like sometimes from inch to centimeter, or like gram to milligram, okay, or like a centimeter to decimeter, and so these things we have to do. Okay, or like maybe foot to length, foot to centimeter, or foot to meter. Okay, so the conversion from one unit to another, okay, and to doing the calculations involved with that is called a dimensional analysis. Okay, let's see, I will tell you a few of the example. Okay, see, for one question, okay, how many seconds are there in, or like, okay, How many seconds are there in one day? Okay, so we know that one day it comprises of 24 hours. Okay, so 1 hour it is, okay, I will go in a reverse way. It is 1 hour, it is 60 minutes, right? And 60 minutes, sorry, 1 minute, it have 60 seconds, right? So that means 1 hour, how much seconds will be there? 1 hour means it is a 60 minutes, right? 60 into 1 minute, that is going to be 60 into 60 seconds. So it is going to be 3600 seconds will be there in 60 minutes, right? 60 minutes means it is 1 hour. In 1 hour, so now the task is easy. 1 hour, 3600 seconds. So in one day, how many hours are there? It is 24 hours. So in 24 hours, 24 into 1 hour, right? So it is 3600 into 24. So it will come around 762,800 seconds. Okay, so this is one of the dimensional analysis. Like we are converting from one form to another. Okay, so and again, okay, one more example of dimensional analysis. Let it be, suppose you measured on particular object, you found that okay, it is a 3 inch. How much centimeter is this? Okay, let's see how we can do. So it is 1 centimeter, it is 1 inch, it is 2.54 centimeter. Now the task is easy because you can just multiply both sides with the 3. So it is a 3 into 1, it is 3, right? 3 into 1 inch, it is a 3 into 2.54 centimeter. So 3 inch, it is going to be equal to 7.62 probably. Okay, 7.62 centimeter. Okay, so this is again another example how we will do the dimensional analysis, like converting from inch to centimeter, right? Okay, and doing the calculations. And let's see one more example. Okay, the liter, right? Okay, so how much, suppose if you have 2 liter of milk, okay, how much meter cube is that? That means you have to convert 2 liter into meter cube. Okay, let's see. Okay, 1 centimeter. Okay, okay, before that, please remember that 1 liter, it is 1000 centimeter cube. Okay, so 1 centimeter, that is going to be 1 meter, that is going to be 100 centimeter. Okay, so that means 1 centimeter, it is 1 divided by 100 meter, that is 0.01 meter. Okay, now we will do how much will be 1 centimeter, what is the relation between centimeter cube and meter cube. Okay, so for that, okay, I am taking the cube root here, 1 centimeter cube. Okay, so it is going to be 0.01 cube root, 0.01 cube and meter cube. Okay, so it is going to be, okay, so it is 0.0000001 meter cube it will come. Okay, it is going to be 1 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter cube, right? Okay, so now the task is easy actually, okay, I will rewrite. It is 1 centimeter cube, it is going to be 1 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter cube. Okay, so this is the case. Now 1 liter, it is 1000 centimeter cube, right? Okay, so that means 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1000 into 1 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter cube. So it will come around, 1000 into 10 raised to minus 6, it will come around 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube, right? That means, 1 liter, it is going to be 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. That means, 2 liter, it is going to be 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Okay, so this is the case. That means, I rewrite it. 2 liter means 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. So this is it about dimensional analysis. Most oftenly, in your successive chapters or successive classes, you will frequently encounter this how to convert one unit to another unit. That is not a big matter also. Like, okay, you just need to know the conversion factor. Okay, like as I explained, 1 inch it is going to be 2.54 centimeter, right? Okay, or like 1 kilometer it is going to be 1000 meters. Same way, if you know the conversion factor, you can directly do this these type of dimensional analysis problems. Okay, thank you.